This is about Kingsley, a guy who only wanted two things: to be rich and to control the person he loved. But when he met Tara, and later Naya, everything changed for him. Stick with me, and we'll see how a player finally got played.
From every shore, Diidii, Storyfire, hear them roar.
The church was quiet. The singing was soft, and people were sitting still, some praying, some just looking blankly. The pastor was saying, "God sees when your heart is generous." In the middle sat Kingsley. He looked good, put together, and had a smile that made him seem kind. But inside, he wasn't kind at all. He was just figuring things out. He wasn't there to pray. He was there to find someone. He looked around carefully. Then he saw her, a girl a couple of rows ahead. Not the prettiest, not even close. She had a plain face, a simple white dress, and just sat there quietly. But her purse, it looked expensive. That's all Kingsley needed to see. He smiled and thought, found her. After church, he pretended to bump into her. He called her sister in Christ. She smiled and said it was okay. Her name was Tara. She helped with the church's charity work. She was kind, gentle, quiet, the kind of woman who trusted people too easily. From that moment, Kingsley acted like a new person. He joined all the church activities. He raised his hands during worship, cried during prayers, and shook the pastor's hand every Sunday. People were impressed. They thought he was a changed man, but inside, he wasn't growing his faith. He was building a plan. Tara had money. Her dad owned oil wells. She didn't show it off, but Kingsley could sense wealth. He saw her helping people begging on the street. He saw her put thick envelopes in the offering basket. She was the type to give easily and trust too quickly. So, he told her a story about how he used to be homeless, about how he wanted to help homeless kids find their way, and of course, how he needed someone to help him make that happen. Tara smiled gently and said, "Maybe I can help." And that was it. He had her. They started doing charity work together. He went with her to orphanages, walked her to her car, helped her carry things. He watched how she treated people with respect and copied it. Everything she did, he turned into part of his plan. One day, after helping out, he looked her in the eyes and said, "I know this is fast, but I think I'm falling in love with you." Her heart beat fast. No man had ever said that to her without mentioning her dad's money. But Kingsley didn't seem interested in her wealth. He was sweet, smart, and looked honest. So she whispered back, "Me too." And just like that, they were a couple. He brought in a fake uncle, a prophet, with shaky hands and Bible verses. The man said Kingsley was the husband God intended for her. Tara believed it completely. Then came the small requests. Kingsley's rent was due. She helped. His phone broke. She bought him a new one. His mother got sick. She sent money for the hospital. He always said no at first, but always took the money in the end. And every time she gave, she told herself, "He's different." Then came the big request. Kingsley said God wanted them to start a charity together. A shared bank account would make it easier to manage. Tara agreed. She put in 10 million naira. And the next Sunday, Kingsley came to church in a white suit that was brighter than any blessing. He danced excitedly, and when it was time for offering, he dropped in a small white envelope. Inside was a diamond ring. After the service, he knelt down in front of everyone and said, "Tara, you are the light of my life. Will you marry me?" She said yes, crying. The church clapped. The pastor prayed. But in Kingsley's head, his plane ticket was already booked. 3 days later, he said he was going to Abuja to meet people who would donate to their charity. He kissed her goodbye and disappeared. His phone stopped working. His apartment was empty. The shared bank account, empty. Tara was heartbroken. She cried until she couldn't breathe. Her father was furious. Her heart was shattered. But then, she stood up. She called her friends and posted his picture online. And slowly, the truth came out. Kingsley, a smooth talker and serial heartbreaker, had done this before. To many women, fake names, fake stories, same sweet smile. But Tara didn't want revenge. She found peace. She forgave him and thought, the right man for me will come. Years went by. Kingsley was living in Calabar now. New name, new car, same old lies. Then one night, he met her. Naya, long braids, expensive perfume, calm voice. She said she was from Ghana. Her father owned gold mines. She was just visiting Nigeria to get away from family problems. Kingsley thought he had hit the jackpot. She gave him gifts, a Rolex watch, a MacBook, designer shoes. She never asked for anything in return. He fell in love. For the first time, he really fell in love. He let her into his life completely. His bank accounts, his passwords, everything. One morning, he woke up in her hotel room, and she was gone. The room was empty. Only a letter was left. You thought you were the only one playing games. But everyone gets played eventually. I used your money to buy my ticket to London. Don't look for me. Get better. Kingsley screamed. He broke down. The hotel called an ambulance. The doctor said he had a nervous breakdown. His blood pressure was dangerously high. He cried like a baby, calling out for someone named Naya. He stopped eating, sold his car, lost his friends, and seemed to lose his mind. Then one night, he whispered to a nurse, "Please call a journalist. I have something to say before I die." The journalist came the next day. Kingsley was very weak. He confessed everything, that he had lied, stolen hearts and money, and pretended to love people. And finally, that he had fallen into his own trap. His last words were, "Tell the world, every lie has a price. Even for the best liar. Love is not a game." That night, he closed his eyes and never opened them again. His voice recording went viral. Some people cried, some laughed. But everyone in Nigeria heard the truth. The player had finally been played. Kingsley's story reminds us that real happiness comes from being honest, kind, and respectful, not from taking what isn't yours. Every choice has consequences. Love should never be treated like a game. Thanks for listening. If you liked this story, please like and subscribe. Stay safe, stay kind, and see you next time.